Worry in Buddhism refers to anxiety and concern about the future. It can arise from the recognition of the impermanence and uncertainty of life, and can be triggered by various factors. Buddhism categorizes worry into two main types. Beneficial worry, anticipating and preparing for potential future dangers, can lead to positive outcomes. It helps us make wise choices and act safely. Harmful worry, excessive or unfounded worry, can cause anxiety and stress, and can reduce the quality of life. It can hinder focus on the present reality, and foster negative thoughts and emotions. Buddhism suggests the following methods for dealing with worry. Mindfulness, training oneself to focus on the present moment, and not get caught up in worries. Meditation, helps calm the mind and cultivate positive thoughts. Spiritual practice aids in attaining enlightenment and understanding the truth of life. Generosity, reducing greed and attachment and cultivating compassion through acts of giving. Worry cannot be completely eliminated, but through the teachings of Buddhism, we can develop a proper attitude towards worry, learn how to deal with it, and live a peaceful life without being controlled by it. Here are some additional points to consider. The nature of impermanence. The recognition of the impermanent nature of all things can contribute to anxiety and worry about the future. The cycle of suffering. According to Buddhism, attachment and desire are the root causes of suffering and worry, and anxiety can be seen as manifestations of these afflictions. The importance of mindfulness. Mindfulness practice involves focusing on the present moment and observing thoughts and emotions without judgment. This can help to reduce worry and anxiety by bringing awareness to the tendency to dwell on the past or future. The practice of compassion. Cultivating compassion for oneself and others can help to reduce self-centered thinking and alleviate the fear and anxiety that often arise from a focus on personal concerns. By understanding the nature of worry and anxiety from a Buddhist perspective, and by practicing mindfulness, compassion, and other Buddhist teachings, we can develop a more skillful relationship with our thoughts and emotions, and live with greater peace and equanimity in the face of uncertainty. In Buddhism, impermanence refers to the continuous change and transformation of all phenomena. This includes all material and mental things, even the state of enlightenment. Key characteristics of impermanence. Change. Everything is constantly changing and never remains the same, arising and passing away. All things come into existence and eventually cease to exist. Nothing is eternal. Nothing can last forever. Understanding impermanence can lead to reduced attachment, letting go of attachment to permanent things and focusing on the present moment. Reduced suffering, recognizing that change is the source of suffering and accepting change can help reduce suffering. Freedom, liberation from the burden of attachment, and living a more free and peaceful life. Karuna in Buddhism is the active intention to relieve the suffering of all sentient beings and bring them happiness. It goes beyond mere emotional love, and involves a genuine commitment to helping others. Key characteristics of compassion. Equality, wishing to relieve the suffering of all beings without discrimination. Activism, willingness to take action to help others. Sacrifice, putting the needs of others before your own. Practicing compassion can lead to reduced suffering. Feeling compassion for others can help reduce your own suffering. Peace of mind, helping others can bring a sense of peace and happiness. Enlightenment, cultivating compassion is essential for attaining enlightenment. Developing compassion takes effort, but it can be cultivated through Buddhist teachings and practices. In Korean Buddhism, 108 prostrations is a common practice that is performed as a form of devotion and repentance. The number 108 is considered to be a sacred number in Buddhism, and it is said to represent the 108 defilements that afflict the human mind. By performing 108 prostrations, Buddhists seek to purify their minds and bodies, and to cultivate a sense of humility and devotion. Here are some of the meanings of 108 prostrations in Korean Buddhism. Veneration. Prostrations are a way of showing respect and reverence to the Buddha. the Dharma, and the Sangha. Repentance. Prostrations are a way of asking for forgiveness for past mistakes and transgressions. Purification. Prostrations are a way of purifying the mind and body of negative thoughts and emotions. Cultivation of merit. Prostrations are a way of accumulating merit, which can lead to a better rebirth in the future. Meditation. Prostrations can be a form of meditation that helps to calm the mind and focus on the present moment. 108 prostrations can be performed in a variety of settings, including temples, monasteries, and at home. They can be performed individually or as part of a group ritual. The practice of 108 prostrations is a physically demanding one, but it is also a deeply rewarding one. It can be a powerful way to connect with one's faith and to cultivate a sense of inner peace and well-being. Here are some of the benefits of performing 108 prostrations. Physical benefits. Prostrations can help to improve flexibility, strength, and stamina. Mental benefits. Prostrations can help to reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. Spiritual benefits. Prostrations can help to cultivate a sense of devotion, humility, and compassion. In Buddhism, diligence Jungjin, Jing-jin is often translated as diligence, effort, energy, perseverance, striving, vigor, or zeal. It is one of the 5 precepts and one of the 7 factors of enlightenment. Diligence is the continuous effort to overcome defilements and attain enlightenment. It is a practice of wholehearted commitment to the Buddhist path. Diligence can be manifested in many different ways, including meditation, study, chanting, almsgiving, service to others. Diligence is a powerful force that can help us to overcome obstacles and achieve our goals. It is a practice that can be cultivated by anyone, regardless of their background or beliefs. The 6 perfections in Buddhism. The 6 perfections are 6 essential virtues that a bodhisattva must practice to attain enlightenment. 1. Giving bu-shi, bo-si, generously sharing one's material and spiritual possessions with others. Practices 3 types of giving. Material giving, sharing physical possessions. Dharma giving, sharing Buddhist teachings. Fearlessness giving, relieving others from fear and anxiety. Eliminates greed and cultivates compassion. 2. Keeping precepts kai-jia, jigi, upholding Buddhist precepts to lead a pure life. Observing the 5 precepts, 8 precepts, 10 precepts, 250 precepts, etc. Prevents karmic offenses and enables a moral life. 3. Patience ren-ru, inyog, meaning enduring suffering, such as anger, desire, and pain, with patience and forbearance. Practices 4 types of patience. Patience with the Dharma, enduring the challenges of learning and practicing the teachings. Patience with benefits, enduring the temptation of material gains. Patience with insults, enduring harsh words and actions from others. Patience with repentance, enduring the pain of regret and remorse for past mistakes. Eliminates anger and hatred, leading to a peaceful mind. 4. Diligence Jing-jin, Jungjin, continuously striving with effort and determination towards enlightenment. Practices 5 types of diligence. Diligence in practicing good deeds. Diligence in abandoning evil deeds. Diligence in seeking enlightenment. Diligence in eliminating defilements. Diligence in learning and practicing the Dharma. Overcomes laziness and cultivates zeal towards one's goals. 5. Concentration Chan Ding, Xianzhong, maintaining a calm and focused mind through meditation and other practices. Practices meditation, yoga, and other methods of calming the mind. Develops concentration and inner peace. 6. Wisdom Ban Ruo, Banya, realizing the true nature of all phenomena through deep understanding. Practices studying and contemplating Buddhist scriptures. Eliminates ignorance and leads to enlightenment. The 6 perfections are interconnected, and practicing one will naturally lead to the development of the others. By consistently practicing the 6 perfections, one can attain enlightenment and ultimately become a bodhisattva capable of liberating all sentient beings. Rebirth is the process of beings being born again after death in Buddhism. Rebirth is determined by karma. Karma is the result of action, and good karma leads to good results, while bad karma leads to bad results. The world of rebirth is divided into 6 realms, called the 6 realms Lu Dao. Deva realm Tien Dao, a place where one enjoys pleasure without desire. Asura realm Shu Luo Dao, a place of constant conflict. Human realm Ren Jian Dao, a place of pain and pleasure. Animal realm Chu Sheng Dao, a place where one is born as an animal. Hungry ghost realm Yi Gui Dao, a place where one is hungry and thirsty. Hell realm De Yu Dao, a place of suffering. Beings are born into one of the 6 realms based on their karma. Those who accumulate a lot of good karma are born into a good place, while those who accumulate a lot of bad karma are born into a bad place. Rebirth is a world of suffering. There is suffering in all realms, and beings constantly experience suffering. The way to escape from rebirth is to attain enlightenment. By attaining enlightenment, one can break free from the cycle of rebirth and reach the ultimate state of liberation called nirvana. In Buddhism, meditation is considered a crucial practice for attaining enlightenment. The goal of meditation is to calm the mind, eliminate distractions, and realize one's true nature. There are various types of meditation methods in Buddhism. Some of the most common methods include breath meditation, focusing on the breath to calm the mind. Buddha image meditation, focusing on a Buddha image to stabilize the mind. Chanting meditation, chanting the name of Amitabha Buddha to focus the mind. Vipassana meditation, observing the body and mind states. Samatha meditation, concentrating the mind on a single point to maintain a calm state. Meditation is not merely a way to relax the mind. It is an active practice for observing oneself objectively and attaining enlightenment. Through meditation, one can achieve improved concentration, reduced stress, emotional stability, self-reflection, enlightenment. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of regular meditation practice. Training the mind and achieving enlightenment are not easy, but anyone can achieve them with persistent effort.
In Buddhism, wisdom is defined as the ability to see through the true nature of all phenomena. It goes beyond simply accumulating knowledge or information. It is an enlightenment that enables one to live a free life without being bound by afflictions. Buddhism teaches 2 types of wisdom: worldly wisdom, knowledge and information necessary for living in the world; supramundane wisdom, wisdom necessary for attaining enlightenment. Supramundane wisdom refers to the realization of the 3 truths: emptiness, impermanence, and no self. Emptiness, the realization that all phenomena are not permanent or independent entities, but rather interconnected and constantly changing empty existences. Impermanence, the realization that all phenomena are not everlasting, and are constantly changing and disappearing. No self, the realization that there is no fixed entity called a self, but merely a collection of the 5 skandhas: rupa, vedana, samjna, samskara, vijnana. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of practicing wisdom. By practicing wisdom, one can overcome afflictions and attain enlightenment, escape from suffering and attain happiness, cultivate compassion and help others, live a better life. There are various ways to practice wisdom. Some of the most common methods include studying and contemplating Buddhist scriptures, training the mind through meditation, practicing good deeds, applying realization in daily life. Buddhism teaches that through wisdom, one can attain enlightenment and ultimately become a bodhisattva, who can liberate all sentient beings. Spiritual growth in Buddhism. From a Buddhist perspective, spiritual growth is the process of overcoming afflictions and attaining bodhi, or enlightenment. Afflictions are mental factors that cloud the mind and cause suffering, such as greed, anger, and delusion. Bodhi is the wisdom that sees through the true nature of all phenomena, and through which one can escape suffering and attain true happiness. Buddhism offers various methods for cultivating spiritual growth. Some of the most common methods include studying and contemplating Buddhist scriptures, training the mind through meditation, practicing good deeds, applying realization in daily life. Through these practices, one can reduce afflictions and cultivate wisdom, calm the mind and improve concentration, develop compassion and help others, live a better life. Here are some additional points to consider. Spiritual growth is a process that requires constant effort. There are many different paths to spiritual growth, and it is important to find one that suits you. Spiritual growth can be a solitary journey, but it can also be helpful to have the support of a teacher or community. Buddhism teaches that spiritual growth ultimately leads to attaining enlightenment. By attaining enlightenment, one can escape the cycle of suffering and attain true freedom and happiness.
Tranquility in Buddhism. In Buddhism, tranquility is a state of mind that is characterized by calmness, stillness, and freedom from disturbance. It is often described as a feeling of peace, serenity, and mental clarity. Tranquility is seen as an important aspect of the Buddhist path, as it is conducive to the development of concentration, mindfulness, and wisdom. When the mind is tranquil, it is better able to focus on the present moment, observe thoughts and emotions without judgment, and gain insight into the true nature of reality. The Buddha taught a number of methods for cultivating tranquility, including meditation practices such as mindfulness of breath and body. Scanning can help to calm the mind and reduce agitation. Yoga postures and breathing exercises can help to promote relaxation and focus. Contemplation, reflecting on the teachings of the Buddha, can help to develop a deeper understanding of the nature of reality and lead to a more tranquil mind. Living a simple life, reducing distractions, and simplifying one's lifestyle can help to create a more conducive environment for tranquility. Tranquility is not the ultimate goal of Buddhism, but rather a means to an end. The ultimate goal is to attain enlightenment, which is a state of complete freedom from suffering. However, tranquility is an important step on the path to enlightenment, as it provides the necessary conditions for the development of the other factors that lead to liberation. Here are some additional points to consider. Tranquility is not the same as happiness. Happiness is a positive emotional state, while tranquility is a state of mental calmness. It is possible to experience tranquility without feeling happy, and vice versa. Tranquility is not a permanent state. It is something that needs to be cultivated and maintained through regular practice. Tranquility is not something that can be achieved overnight. It takes time, patience, and effort to develop a tranquil mind. The benefits of cultivating tranquility are numerous. When the mind is tranquil, we are better able to concentrate. We can focus our attention on the present moment and avoid getting distracted. Make better decisions. We are less likely to make impulsive or irrational decisions when our minds are calm. Be more productive. We are able to work more efficiently and effectively when we are not stressed or agitated. Relate better to others. We are more patient, understanding, and compassionate when our minds are at peace. If you are interested in cultivating tranquility in your own life, there are many resources available to help you get started. There are books, websites, and even apps that can provide guidance and support. You may also want to consider finding a meditation teacher or joining a meditation group. With regular practice, you can develop a more tranquil mind and experience the many benefits that come with it. Tolerance in Buddhism. In Buddhism, tolerance refers to the attitude of understanding and respecting the views and actions of others. It goes beyond simply acknowledging that which differs from one's own beliefs, and emphasizes embracing diverse perspectives and engaging with an open mind. Many Buddhist scriptures emphasize the importance of tolerance. The Mahaparinirvana Sutra: all sentient beings have different karmas and conditions, and therefore their views and actions are also different. The Diamond Sutra: do not cling to a single truth, but embrace all scriptures and teachings with an open mind. The Lotus Sutra: all sentient beings have the potential to attain enlightenment, and therefore should be respected without discrimination. There are various ways to practice tolerance in Buddhism. Practicing perspective, taking temporarily own thoughts and feelings, and try to understand the situation from the other person's perspective. Refraining from criticism and judgment, do not criticize or judge the views or actions of others simply because they differ from your own. Engaging in open-hearted dialogue in conversations with others. Do not impose your own opinions, but listen attentively and communicate with an open mind. Learning and experiencing diverse perspectives. Learn and experience different perspectives by reading various books and engaging in dialogue with others. Practicing tolerance is not easy. It requires overcoming one's own stereotypes and prejudices. It requires effort to understand the other person's perspective. It requires maintaining a calm and open mind even in conflict situations. However, practicing tolerance can contribute to personal growth, contribute to creating a better society. In Buddhism, tolerance is considered an essential factor for attaining enlightenment. To attain enlightenment, one must be able to see all sentient beings as equal and extend compassion without discrimination. Therefore, Buddhists should constantly practice and strive for tolerance. Courage in Buddhism has two meanings. First, it is the courage to overcome fear and do what is right. This is often expressed as a sense of justice or responsibility. In Buddhism, it is taught that courage is necessary to overcome affliction such as greed, anger, and delusion. Pursue the truth. Practice the path. Second, it is the courage to accept everything as it is. This is often expressed as serenity or receptivity. In Buddhism, it is taught that courage is necessary to realize the unchanging truth, understand the cycle of birth and death, overcome suffering. There are many ways to practice courage in Buddhism. Cultivating the mind through meditation, studying the scriptures, practicing good deeds, applying realization in daily life. Courage is considered an essential factor for attaining enlightenment in Buddhism. To attain enlightenment, one must overcome fear, accept everything as it is, pursue the truth, practice the path. Therefore, Buddhists should constantly practice and strive for courage. Here are some additional points to consider. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the ability to act in spite of fear. Courage is not a one-time event. It is a quality that must be cultivated and developed over time. Courage is not always easy. It can be difficult to face our fears and do what is right. However, courage is essential for living a meaningful and fulfilling life. When we have courage, we can overcome obstacles, achieve our goals, make a difference in the world. With regular practice, you can develop a more courageous heart and live a life of greater meaning and fulfillment. In Buddhism, making offerings is the act of presenting something to an object of respect. It goes beyond simply giving material objects, and the mind and attitude of the one making the offering are of great importance. The objects of offering can be broadly divided into Buddhist images, bodhisattvas, monks, parents, and the triple gem Sanbao. Buddhist images represent the enlightened form of the Buddha, and offerings are made to express reverence and gratitude for his teachings. Bodhisattvas beings on the path to enlightenment, and offerings are made to learn from their compassion and express one's own aspiration for enlightenment. Monks, a being who conveys and practices the Buddha's teachings, helps the monks practice through offerings and builds merit that he also performs with. Parents' offerings are made to express gratitude and respect for the gift of life and upbringing. Triple gem refers to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and offerings are made to express appreciation for the path to enlightenment. Types of offerings can be broadly categorized into material offerings and immaterial offerings. Material offerings, offerings of physical objects such as flowers, fruits, food, and incense. Immaterial offerings, chanting, reciting the Buddha's name to invoke blessings and enlightenment. Meditation, contemplating and practicing the teachings of the Buddha. Dharma offering, sharing the teachings of the Buddha by reading, reciting, and explaining scriptures. The significance of offerings includes expressing reverence and gratitude to show respect and appreciation for the object of offering. Accumulating merit, offerings are believed to create karmic benefits for oneself and others. Cultivation, making offerings is seen as a practice that helps to let go of attachment and greed, and progress on the path to enlightenment. Offerings are considered an important practice in Buddhism. They are a way to express reverence and gratitude, accumulate merit, cultivate. Therefore, Buddhists should continuously make offerings as a way to refine their minds and progress towards enlightenment. In Buddhism, generosity refers to the attitude of understanding and respecting the views and actions of others. It goes beyond simply acknowledging that which differs from one's own beliefs, and emphasizes embracing diverse perspectives and engaging with an open mind. Many Buddhist scriptures emphasize the importance of generosity. The Mahaparinirvana Sutra: all sentient beings have different karmas and conditions, and therefore their views and actions are also different. The Diamond Sutra: do not cling to a single truth, but embrace all scriptures and teachings with an open mind. The Lotus Sutra: all sentient beings have the potential to attain enlightenment, and therefore should be respected without discrimination. There are various ways to practice generosity in Buddhism. Practicing perspective: taking temporarily let go of your own thoughts and feelings, and try to understand the situation from the other person's perspective. Refraining from criticism and judgment: do not criticize or judge the views or actions of others, simply because they differ from your own. Engaging in open-hearted dialogue in conversations with others: do not impose your own opinions, but listen attentively and communicate with an open mind. Learning and experiencing diverse perspectives: learn and experience different perspectives by reading various books and engaging in dialogue with others. Practicing generosity is not easy. It requires overcoming one's own stereotypes and prejudices. It requires effort to understand the other person's perspective. It requires maintaining a calm and open mind even in conflict situations. However, practicing generosity can contribute to personal growth, contribute to creating a better society. In Buddhism, generosity is considered an essential factor for attaining enlightenment. To attain enlightenment, one must be able to see all sentient beings as equal and extend compassion without discrimination. Therefore, Buddhists should constantly practice and strive for generosity. Here are some additional points to consider. Generosity is not the same as indifference. It is the ability to accept and respect differences without necessarily agreeing with them. Generosity is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of strength and maturity. Generosity is essential for living in a peaceful and harmonious world. With regular practice, you can develop a more generous heart and live a life of greater meaning and fulfillment. From a Buddhist perspective, honesty goes beyond simply having words and actions match. It is an attitude of seeing the world and oneself with a sincere mind. This includes the following key elements. 1. Truthful speech: refraining from falsehood and speaking the truth as it is. This considers not only the meaning of words, but also the intention and manner of speech. 2. Truthful action: acting in accordance with one's own mind and thoughts. This involves not deceiving or exploiting others and acting rightly, according to one's beliefs and values. 3. Truthful thought: let go of the anguish of greed, anger, delusion, and cultivating a mind that strives for enlightenment. This involves observing one's mind objectively and accepting its true nature as it is. 4. Truthful living: applying honesty to all aspects of life. This includes maintaining a sincere attitude in personal relationships, social life, and practice. Why honesty is valued in Buddhism. An essential condition for attaining enlightenment. Enlightenment comes from understanding true reality and living with a sincere mind. Builds trust with oneself and others. Honesty is the foundation for building trust and maintaining healthy relationships. Overcoming suffering: lies and deception bring suffering to oneself and others, and honesty helps overcome this suffering, creating a peaceful society. When all members of society act honestly, society can develop more peacefully and justly. How to practice honesty in Buddhism. Be mindful of speech and action. Develop the habit of thinking before speaking and reflecting on one's intentions before acting. Observe one's mind objectively. Observe the thoughts and emotions that arise in one's mind and accept their true nature as it is. Strive for truthful living. Practice honesty in daily life and continuously strive for improvement. In Buddhism, honesty is an essential element for attaining enlightenment and living a happy life. Therefore, Buddhists should constantly practice and strive for honesty.
Dependent origination. also known as Pratyasamutta, is a fundamental concept in Buddhism that explains the interconnectedness of all phenomena and the principle of cause and effect. It asserts that nothing exists in isolation, but arises due to a complex web of interrelated factors and conditions. Etymology of dependent origination. Pratya yin the direct cause that gives rise to a result. Samutta yan the indirect conditions that support the arising of a result. Types of dependent origination. The foryuan, hechu yin the direct cause of a result. Pratya yan the indirect conditions that support the result. Nisaya soyan the result that arises from the cause and conditions. Upanisaya tensangyan the conditions that promote or hinder the result. The 12 links of dependent origination explains the cycle of rebirth. Samsara in 12 stages, starting from ignorance, avidity and leading to old age and death jarmara. Key meanings of dependent origination. Nothing happens by chance, all phenomena are caused by previous causes and conditions. And there is no such thing as a random event. Everything is interconnected, all phenomena are interconnected and interdependent. And a change in one can cause a change in others. Personal responsibility. Our current life is determined by our past actions, and our future will be shaped by our present actions. Possibility of change. While our present circumstances may be the result of past causes, we can still change our future through our present actions. Practicing dependent origination. Right mindfulness turns carefully, observing our thoughts and actions and cultivating wholesome thoughts and actions. Clear understanding means gaining insight into the causes and conditions of our own lives and striving towards enlightenment. Compassion Sube recognizing that all beings are suffering due to dependent origination and working to alleviate their suffering. Conclusion. Dependent origination is a core concept in Buddhism and plays a crucial role in understanding life, death, rebirth, and enlightenment. By understanding and practicing dependent origination, we can take responsibility for our lives and create a better future.
1. Responsibility in Buddhist scriptures. Karma, the fundamental basis of responsibility, emphasizing that every action has consequences that return to the actor. 12 links of dependent origination shows that the cycle of birth and death, samsara, is a result of interconnected causes and conditions, not just individual responsibility. Bodhisattva practice the practical expression of responsibility, where one strives for enlightenment while helping others and saving the world. 2. Various aspects of responsibility. Personal responsibility, taking responsibility for one's own actions and their consequences. Social responsibility, being responsible towards others and society, as a member of the community. Environmental responsibility, protecting the natural environment, and striving for sustainable development. 3. Characteristics of responsibility from a Buddhist theological perspective. Dependent origination, all beings are interconnected, and individual actions affect the whole. Emptiness, there is no fixed entity, as self, and responsibility arises from compassion for all beings, transcending individual boundaries. Compassion, the desire to help all suffering beings, is the core motivation for responsibility. 4. Ways to practice responsibility. Right mindfulness, observing one's thoughts, words, and actions with care and adjusting them towards enlightenment. Clear understanding, learning the Buddhist teachings, and gaining a deep understanding of oneself and the world. Cultivation, developing the ability to practice responsibility through various methods, such as meditation, chanting, and offering. 1. Various aspects of a positive mind. Hope, faith in achieving enlightenment, and a better life despite difficulties. Passion, determination to pursue enlightenment and transform the world. Gratitude, appreciation for one's life and all beings. Forgiveness, yongsa, letting go of past mistakes and focusing on the future. Tranquility, unshakable mind and inner peace. 2. Benefits of cultivating a positive mind. Reduces suffering and facilitates the path to enlightenment. Promotes compassion and mercy, making the world a better place. radiates positive energy, influencing others, empowers one to overcome difficulties and adversities. 3. Methods for cultivating a positive mind. Meditation training to observe and regulate one's thoughts and emotions towards positivity. Learning Buddhist teachings, gaining wisdom about enlightenment, and learning how to live a righteous life. Practicing good deeds, helping others and contributing to society. Associating with positive people, exchanging positive energy and growing together. Cultivating gratitude, consistently contemplating appreciation for one's life and all beings. 4. Practices for a positive mind. Starting each day with gratitude, seeking the positive aspects when facing challenges, being kind and generous to others, spending time in nature and meditating, training oneself to have positive thoughts. A positive mind is a crucial element on the path to enlightenment. By diligently cultivating a positive mind, we can transform ourselves and the world for the better. 1. Meaning of humility. Not being arrogant, not being prideful or conceited about one's abilities or accomplishments. Respecting others, an attitude of respecting all beings, based on the belief that they are equal and valuable. Open-mindedness, a willingness to acknowledge one's shortcomings and learn. Gratitude, and awareness that one's abilities and accomplishments are not achieved without the help of others. 2. Importance of humility. Path to enlightenment. Humility is an essential attitude for attaining true wisdom and compassion. Improved relationships. Humility fosters healthier and more harmonious relationships with others. Peaceful society. Humility plays a crucial role in fostering peace and harmony, on both individual and societal levels. 3. Practicing humility. Acknowledge your shortcomings and be open to learning. Recognize and respect the strengths of others. Maintain a balanced attitude towards compliments and criticisms. Be mindful of arrogance and conceit, and always act humbly. Live with a grateful heart. 4. Humility in Buddhist scriptures. Sutras. The teachings of the Buddha emphasize the importance of humility. Scriptures. Various scriptures contain stories about the importance of practicing humility, and how to do so. 5. Examples of practicing humility. Listening to and respecting the opinions of others. Having the courage to admit your mistakes and apologize. Acts of helping and serving others. Having an attitude of gratitude instead of being prideful when complimented. Humility is a vital value in Buddhism that can be applied to all aspects of life. By practicing humility, we can progress on the path to enlightenment, and lead more harmonious and peaceful lives.
1. Definition of forgiveness. Letting go of anger and resentment. The act of releasing anger and resentment towards someone who has wronged you, leading to a peaceful mind. Practicing compassion and mercy. Understanding the suffering of the other person, and approaching them with compassion and a desire to help. Part of the path to enlightenment. Letting go of past attachments and focusing on the present, a crucial step towards enlightenment. 2. Forgiveness in Buddhist scriptures. Sutras. Various scriptures emphasize the importance of forgiveness. Teachings provide guidance on how to forgive and the benefits of forgiveness. 3. Importance of forgiveness. Reduces suffering and leads to happiness. Anger and resentment are sources of suffering, while forgiveness is a path to happiness. Improves relationships. Forgiveness fosters healthier and more harmonious relationships with others. Liberation and peace. Forgiveness helps attain freedom and peace by letting go of past attachments. 4. Practicing forgiveness. Consider the other person's perspective. Try to understand why they acted the way they did. Acknowledge your own mistakes. Reflect on your own past wrongdoings towards others. Release anger and resentment. Strive to let go of anger and resentment, even though it may be challenging. Practice compassion and mercy. Act with a desire to help and support the other person. 5. Buddhist terms related to forgiveness. Metta Sibe. Love and compassion for all beings. Sunyata Kong. The realization of no fixed self. Karma Yi. Belief that all actions have consequences, and forgiveness leads to positive outcomes. Forgiveness, though challenging, is a valuable virtue worth cultivating. By practicing forgiveness, we can reduce suffering, attain happiness, and build healthier, more harmonious relationships. In Buddhism, embracing and harmonizing with the changes in the world is considered essential. Buddhism teaches that everything is in a constant state of flux, and it's important to accept and harmonize with this change. Here are some ways to consider and practice acceptance and harmony with the changes in the world from a Buddhist perspective. Cultivating inner peace and tranquility. Buddhism emphasizes finding inner peace and tranquility through practices like meditation and mindfulness. By cultivating inner peace, we can reduce fear and anxiety about the changes in the world. Adapting skillfully. Buddhism teaches skillful adaptation to the changes in the world. This involves being flexible and adapting to new circumstances with ease. Embracing compassion and equanimity. Buddhism emphasizes the interconnectedness of all beings. To practice acceptance and harmony with the changes in the world, it's important to cultivate compassion and equanimity towards others' suffering and difficulties. Practicing non-attachment and responsible consumption. Buddhism encourages letting go of attachment to material possessions and practicing mindful consumption. By consuming only what is necessary and sharing resources with others, we can live in harmony with the world and reduce environmental impact. Understanding the law of karma. Buddhism teaches the law of karma, which states that virtuous actions lead to positive outcomes and unwholesome actions lead to negative outcomes. By practicing virtuous actions, we contribute to a more harmonious world. Embracing and harmonizing with the changes in the world is a fundamental teaching in Buddhism. By incorporating these principles into our lives, we can cultivate greater acceptance, compassion, and harmony with the ever-changing world around us.
1. The fundamental meaning of emptiness. Absence of a fixed self or essence, the realization that all phenomena are constantly changing, and lack a permanent, independent self or essence. Interconnectedness of all things. All phenomena are interconnected and interdependent, existing in a web of relationships. Freedom from attachment to a fixed self or essence is the source of suffering. The realization of emptiness leads to freedom from attachment and liberation from suffering. 2. Various aspects of emptiness. Emptiness. All phenomena are empty of inherent existence or fixed nature. Impermanence. Wutan. Everything is constantly changing, and nothing remains the same. No self. Wu. There is no fixed, independent self. The individual is a composite of interconnected mental and physical processes. Dependent origination. Yanqi. All phenomena arise and cease in dependence on other phenomena. Interconnected in a web of cause and effect. 3. The importance of emptiness. Understanding the root of suffering. Attachment to a fixed self or essence is the root of suffering. The realization of emptiness helps us understand and overcome this attachment. Path to true freedom. Freedom from suffering and liberation from the cycle of rebirth are achieved through the realization of emptiness and letting go of attachment. Cultivating compassion for all beings. The understanding of interconnectedness fosters compassion and loving-kindness towards all beings. 4. Practicing emptiness. Meditation. Observing one's thoughts and emotions. Cultivating awareness of impermanence and the absence of a fixed self. Study of Buddhist scriptures. Deepening understanding of emptiness through the teachings of the Buddha. Application in daily life. Living with mindfulness, presence, and compassion, free from attachment to ego and material possessions. 5. Buddhist terms related to emptiness. Dependent origination. Yanqi. The principle of interconnectedness and causality. Noble Eightfold Path. The path to enlightenment, including right understanding and right mindfulness. Prajna. Banro. Wisdom, particularly the insight into emptiness. Emptiness is a core concept in Buddhism. By realizing emptiness, we can understand the nature of reality, liberate ourselves from suffering, and cultivate compassion for all beings. Self-cultivation and inner peace refers to the process in which individuals cultivate their inner growth and harmony to live their lives. The aim is to find peace of mind and spirit, experiencing deep inner satisfaction and stability. This theme is a significant concept in Buddhism, encompassing practices such as meditation, spiritual cultivation, and learning to purify the mind, ultimately achieving inner peace amidst external changes. It also involves self-realization and maturity in exploring the purpose and meaning of life. Self-cultivation and inner peace enrich individuals' lives, enabling them to cope with external stressors and conflicts, clarifying life goals, and experiencing profound satisfaction and happiness. To practice this, individuals need to dedicate themselves to self-cultivation, engaging in meditation, introspection, and cultivating mindfulness to maintain inner stability and harmony in various life situations. Related terms include meditation, spiritual cultivation, enlightenment, contemplation, and community. Self-cultivation and inner peace are crucial elements in individuals' lives, fostering inner growth and harmony to imbue life with greater meaning. Though it requires effort and patience, the result is profound inner satisfaction and a peaceful existence. Respect and gratitude embody a deep sense of reverence and appreciation towards others and the world. It signifies cultivating an attitude of respect and gratitude towards all forms of life and existence. This theme emphasizes the importance of approaching others and the world with understanding and compassion. It involves treating others equally and expressing gratitude for their teachings and life experiences. Respect and gratitude form the foundation of love and understanding, reducing conflict and hatred. They contribute to improving personal and societal relationships, elevating humanness. To practice this, one should start by expressing respect and gratitude towards others in daily life. Additionally, practicing meditation and mindfulness can help maintain a joyful and peaceful mind. Related terms include compassion, service, interbeing, social justice, and others. Respect and gratitude are among the most precious values. From a Buddhist perspective, they infuse our lives with compassion and understanding. And by cultivating respect and gratitude towards others and the world, we can contribute to building a peaceful society.
In Buddhism, patience is considered a significant virtue. Patience entails enduring difficulties and hardships with forbearance, and is instrumental in achieving inner harmony and peace. Here are some ways to consider and practice patience from a Buddhist perspective. Understanding hardship. Buddhism teaches that life inevitably involves difficulties and trials. To practice patience, it's essential to understand and accept these challenges. Self-control and resilience. Patience requires self-control and resilience. It involves managing one's emotions and responding calmly, even in challenging situations. Cultivating inner stability and meditation. Meditation can help stabilize the mind and cultivate inner harmony. Maintaining mental calmness through meditation strengthens patience and resilience in the face of adversity. Compassion and understanding towards others. Patience includes compassion and understanding towards others. Being patient involves empathizing with others' difficulties and showing tolerance and compassion. Understanding the law of karma. Buddhism teaches the law of karma, which states that virtuous actions lead to positive outcomes and unwholesome actions lead to negative outcomes. Practicing patience involves understanding this law and responding to challenges with virtuous actions. Practicing patience from a Buddhist perspective involves cultivating inner strength, empathy towards others, and a deep understanding of the nature of existence. By embracing difficulties with patience and responding with kindness and compassion, one can navigate life's challenges with grace and equanimity. In the perspective of Buddhism, truth holds significant value. Here, truth goes beyond simply stating facts. It encompasses understanding and expressing the authentic essence internally. In Buddhism, truth is intertwined with profound inner enlightenment and aids in comprehending all that is associated with existence. Inner truth. Buddhism emphasizes realizing the truth of the self and expressing it authentically. This entails deep understanding and acceptance of one's identity, desires, and suffering. Truthfulness towards others. Buddhism respects and emphasizes honesty and truthfulness towards others. Maintaining a sincere and truthful attitude in relationships with others is essential. Universal truth. Buddhism explores the truth about the essence of the world and existence. This includes a profound understanding of the purpose and meaning of life, the causes of suffering, and more. Truth of the mind. Buddhism teaches that pursuing the truth of the mind is crucial for inner peace and liberation. Recognizing and accepting the true feelings and thoughts within the mind is vital. Truth in speech and action. Buddhism values consistency between speech and action. It teaches that genuine truth can only manifest when there is alignment between what is said and what is done. In Buddhism, truth is intricately linked to inner enlightenment and plays a vital role in relationships with the world and others. To practice truth, sincerity, honesty, and striving towards self-realization are necessary.
In Buddhism, pleasure refers to true pleasure, a deep inner peace and happiness, not ordinary joy or satisfaction. This is based on the major teaching of Buddhism, the Four Sufferings, which refers to the four pains of life: birth, old age, illness, and death. Overcoming these and seeking true pleasure is the ultimate goal of Buddhism. From various perspectives of pleasure, it can be understood and practiced differently in various sects and traditions of Buddhism. Some sects emphasize seeking inner peace and happiness, rather than viewing pleasure as momentary joy or satisfaction. In other sects, pleasure can be understood as the act of helping others' happiness, based on the principle of altruism. The importance of pleasure lies in its central role in finding deep satisfaction and happiness in our lives. In Buddhism, through pleasure, we can focus on the present moment, pursue happiness, and learn how to overcome suffering. The practice of pleasure is mainly achieved through inner practices, such as meditation. This calms the mind, allows us to focus on the present moment, and helps us experience deep happiness beyond everyday satisfaction. Also, you can practice pleasure through kind and merciful actions to your neighbors. Key terms related to pleasure include four sufferings, meditation, and altruism. Four sufferings refers to the four pains of life in Buddhism, meditation refers to the practice of focusing and calming the mind, and altruism refers to the act of helping others' happiness. In conclusion, pleasure in Buddhism is about seeking deep inner peace and happiness beyond simple joy or satisfaction, and it plays a crucial role in finding deep satisfaction and happiness in our lives. The ways to practice this can be interpreted or practiced differently, depending on individual practice and experience, but generally, it is realized through meditation or altruistic behavior.
From a Buddhist perspective, positive change refers to development and prosperity for both the individual and the world. It encompasses both internal transformation and external environmental changes. Buddhism teaches that through positive change, one can achieve inner growth and peace while contributing to a better world. Internal transformation. Buddhism emphasizes that internal change plays a vital role in catalyzing external transformations. Positive change within oneself starts with self-cultivation and inner peace. Practices like meditation and self-improvement lead to internal growth and resilience. Influence on others. Buddhism teaches that positive change influences others. By embodying a positive attitude and demonstrating compassionate actions, individuals can inspire those around them, contributing to a brighter and more hopeful world. Compassion and empathy. Compassion and empathy are essential for fostering positive change according to Buddhism. Helping others and alleviating their suffering contribute to making the world a better place. Self-improvement. Recognizing personal limitations and striving to overcome them is fundamental for positive change in Buddhism. Continuous self-improvement and addressing one's shortcomings lead to personal growth and development. Global change. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of efforts towards positive global change. Environmental conservation, social justice, and human rights advocacy are examples of initiatives that contribute to creating a better world. Positive change, from a Buddhist perspective, encompasses both internal and external realms, emphasizing personal growth alongside contributions to global betterment. By striving for individual improvement, while working towards positive changes on a broader scale, individuals can contribute to creating a more harmonious and prosperous world. In Buddhism, meditation holds profound significance as a means of cultivating mindfulness, inner peace, and spiritual insight. Here's a detailed explanation of what meditation means from a Buddhist perspective, and how one can contemplate and practice it. Meditation, or bhavana, in Pali, is a practice aimed at training the mind to develop concentration, clarity, and insight. It involves various techniques that encourage focusing attention on a chosen object, such as the breath, a mantra, or bodily sensations, to cultivate mindfulness and awareness. Contemplation. In Buddhism, meditation involves deep contemplation and introspection. Practitioners reflect on the impermanent nature of existence, the nature of suffering dukkha, and the principles of interconnectedness and impermanence anicca. Practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness meditation is a central aspect of Buddhist practice. It involves being fully present in the moment, observing thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment, and cultivating a non-reactive awareness of the present experience. Cultivation of virtuous qualities. Meditation serves as a means of cultivating virtuous qualities such as loving-kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity, the Brahmaviharas. Through practices like meditation, practitioners develop empathy and compassion towards oneself and others. Insight and wisdom. Meditation is also a tool for developing insight, vipassana, and wisdom panna into the true nature of reality. Through sustained practice, practitioners gain direct, experiential insight into the three marks of existence: impermanence anicca, suffering dukkha, and non-self anatta. Integration into daily life. Buddhist meditation is not limited to formal sitting practice, but extends into everyday life. Practitioners are encouraged to maintain mindfulness and awareness throughout daily activities, bringing meditative qualities such as presence, compassion, and wisdom into their interactions and experiences. Overall, meditation in Buddhism is a multifaceted practice that encompasses mindfulness, contemplation, cultivation of virtues, and development of insight. By engaging in regular meditation, practice, and integrating its principles into daily life, practitioners can cultivate inner peace, wisdom, and spiritual growth. In Buddhism, compassion and loving-kindness hold profound significance as essential qualities for spiritual development and ethical conduct. Here's a detailed explanation of what compassion and loving-kindness mean from a Buddhist perspective, and how one can contemplate and practice them. Meaning of compassion and loving-kindness. Compassion, karuna, and loving-kindness metta are fundamental virtues in Buddhism, representing the heartfelt wish for the welfare and happiness of all beings. Compassion entails empathetic concern for the suffering of others, while loving-kindness involves unconditional benevolence and goodwill towards all beings, without discrimination. Contemplation. Practitioners reflect on the interconnectedness of all beings, and the universal experience of suffering dukkha, as a basis for cultivating compassion and loving-kindness. By recognizing the inherent dignity and worth of all beings, one can develop a genuine sense of empathy and care for others. Practice of compassion and loving-kindness meditation. Meditation practices such as metta bhavana, loving-kindness meditation, and karuna bhavana, compassion meditation, are integral to cultivating compassion and loving-kindness. These practices involve systematically generating feelings of love, compassion, and goodwill towards oneself, loved ones, neutral persons, difficult individuals, and eventually, all sentient beings. Acts of kindness and altruism. Compassion and loving-kindness manifest in one's actions towards others. Practitioners are encouraged to engage in acts of kindness, generosity, and altruism, seeking opportunities to alleviate the suffering of others and promote their well-being. Cultivation of virtuous qualities. Compassion and loving-kindness are considered sources of virtuous qualities, such as patience, forgiveness, and non-harming ahimsa. By cultivating compassion and loving-kindness, practitioners develop qualities that contribute to harmonious relationships, social harmony, and ethical conduct. Integration into daily life. Buddhist teachings emphasize the integration of compassion and loving kindness into daily life. Practitioners are encouraged to cultivate a compassionate mindset in all activities, interactions, and relationships, embodying kindness, empathy, and understanding in their thoughts, speech, and actions. Overall, compassion and loving kindness in Buddhism represent the highest aspirations of the human heart, and are regarded as transformative forces that lead to spiritual awakening, and the realization of interconnectedness and universal love. Through contemplation, meditation, and compassionate action, practitioners can cultivate these virtues, and contribute to creating a more compassionate and loving world. In Buddhism, emotional management refers to understanding and regulating emotions to maintain inner peace and harmony. Managing emotions helps individuals avoid being swept away by tumultuous feelings, and maintain mental stability. Here's a detailed explanation of the meaning of emotional management from a Buddhist perspective, and how one can contemplate and practice it. Understanding emotions. Emotional management begins with understanding emotions. Buddhism teaches that all beings experience emotions arising from desires, aversions, and ignorance. Understanding how emotions arise and recognizing them is crucial for emotional management. Cultivating mental stability through meditation. Maintaining mental stability is essential for emotional management. Meditation helps individuals find inner peace and resilience, enabling them to remain steady amidst the turbulence of emotions. Meditation focuses the mind and aids in regulating emotions, acceptance and observation of emotions. Buddhism emphasizes accepting and observing emotions rather than rejecting or suppressing them. Embracing and observing emotions with fervor can lead to their natural dissipation or transformation. Self-control and equanimous response. Emotional management involves self-control and responding calmly to intense emotions. Cultivating the ability to control oneself and respond wisely is crucial. This helps individuals avoid being overwhelmed by emotions, and maintain a balanced mind. Connection to virtuous actions. Buddhism teaches that emotional management is closely linked to virtuous actions. Calming the mind and regulating emotions contribute to virtuous behaviors and positive outcomes. Therefore, emotional management facilitates the practice of virtuous actions. Application in daily interactions. Buddhism emphasizes applying emotional management in real-life interactions, managing emotions and responding wisely in relationships and daily situations are crucial. By doing so, individuals maintain harmony and peace in their interactions with others. In Buddhism, emotional management is a key element for maintaining inner harmony and peace. To achieve this, one must understand and accept emotions, cultivate mental stability through meditation, exercise self-control, and apply these principles in daily interactions. This approach fosters a balanced and harmonious life, in accordance with Buddhist teachings.
From a Buddhist perspective, a new beginning can be contemplated as an opportunity for growth, transformation, and renewal. Here's how one might think about it. Impermanence and change. Buddhism teaches the impermanent nature of existence, emphasizing that everything is subject to change. Viewing a new beginning through this lens, one can recognize that change is inevitable, and that each moment offers a fresh start. Renunciation of the past. Buddhism encourages letting go of attachments to the past. Dwelling on past mistakes or regrets can hinder spiritual progress. Instead, embracing a new beginning involves releasing the past and focusing on the present moment with openness and clarity. Opportunity for growth. A new beginning presents an opportunity for personal and spiritual growth. It allows individuals to reflect on past experiences, learn from them, and make positive changes moving forward. Embracing this opportunity involves cultivating mindfulness, wisdom, and compassion. Reaffirming commitment to the path. In Buddhism, a new beginning can signify a reaffirmation of one's commitment to the path of awakening. It's a chance to reevaluate priorities, set intentions, and rededicate oneself to practices such as meditation, ethical living, and cultivating positive qualities like loving kindness and generosity. Embracing the present moment. Ultimately, A new beginning invites individuals to embrace the present moment fully. By letting go of past concerns and future anxieties, one can cultivate a sense of presence and appreciation for the richness of each moment as it unfolds. In summary, from a Buddhist perspective, a new beginning offers an opportunity to embrace impermanence, let go of the past, and cultivate growth, wisdom, and presence in the present moment. It's a chance to renew one's commitment to the path of awakening and approach life with openness, clarity, and compassion.
In Buddhism, patience and alleviation of worries are regarded as essential virtues that contribute to inner peace and harmony. Here's how they can be contemplated and practiced from a Buddhist perspective. Patience. Patience involves cultivating endurance in the face of difficulties and trials. Buddhism teaches that patience is crucial for achieving inner harmony and peace. Practicing patience involves quietly enduring and persevering through challenging situations, without being swept away by tumultuous emotions. This helps maintain inner stability amidst life's ups and downs. Alleviation of worries. Buddhism offers teachings and practices to alleviate worries and anxieties, fostering mental tranquility and inner harmony. Techniques such as meditation and mental training help stabilize the mind and alleviate worries. Focusing on the present moment and letting go of unnecessary concerns about the past and future are essential aspects of this practice. Understanding the uncertainty of life. Buddhism emphasizes the impermanence and uncertainty of all things. Understanding and accepting this reality can reduce worries and anxieties. Cultivating an awareness of impermanence encourages living mindfully in the present moment and cultivating gratitude for what is, rather than being preoccupied with uncertainties about the future. Compassion and understanding towards others. Compassion and understanding towards others, rooted in loving kindness and empathy, are integral to patience and alleviation of worries. According to Buddhism, understanding and empathizing with the suffering of others and offering support and assistance are important practices. From a Buddhist perspective, practicing patience and alleviating worries are essential for achieving inner peace and harmony. This involves cultivating patience in difficult circumstances, alleviating worries through mindfulness and mental stability, and fostering compassion and understanding towards oneself and others.
In Buddhism, insight and enlightenment are fundamental concepts representing inner growth and spiritual awakening. Here's an explanation from a Buddhist perspective. Insight. Insight refers to deep understanding and comprehension. In Buddhism, it signifies realization of the true nature of reality, often attained through direct experience. Insight is commonly developed through practices such as meditation, experiential observation, and wise teachings. Cultivating inner peace through concentration and meditation is crucial for developing this insight. Enlightenment. Enlightenment is the ultimate goal and highest state in Buddhism. It entails profound understanding and realization of the true nature of existence. Enlightenment is described as liberation and true peace, achieved through freedom from all desires and attachments. It encompasses profound understanding and equanimity towards all phenomena. Experience and realization of enlightenment. Enlightenment is a personal experience attained through deep meditation and insight, resulting in a complete understanding and tranquility towards reality. Achieving enlightenment requires sustained effort and practice, including meditation, following the path, and cultivating qualities, such as compassion and empathy. Effects of enlightenment. Enlightenment brings about a new perspective on the world, characterized by direct experience and enhanced compassion and understanding towards all beings. It alleviates personal and other suffering, and facilitates the development of a peaceful and meaningful life. It promotes inner stability and enhances understanding and compassion towards others. Insight and enlightenment in Buddhism represent inner insight and spiritual awakening. They are attained through practices such as meditation and teachings, aiming for a complete understanding of reality and inner peace.
In Buddhism, self-reflection and personal growth are regarded as essential processes for deepening understanding and spiritual development. Here's an explanation from a Buddhist perspective. Self-reflection. Self-reflection involves observing and evaluating one's thoughts, emotions, and actions with the aim of gaining deeper insight and understanding. It is considered a fundamental aspect of achieving inner peace and clarity of mind. Buddhism teaches that through self-reflection, individuals can uncover their innermost thoughts and feelings, leading to a greater understanding of themselves and their place in the world. Personal growth. Personal growth refers to the process of inner transformation and development in individuals. This includes enhancing wisdom, compassion, and strengthening positive qualities. In Buddhism, personal growth is seen as a journey towards enhancing spiritual wisdom and inner stability, as well as improving one's relationships with others and finding greater meaning and purpose in life. Relationship between self-reflection and personal growth. Self-reflection serves as the foundation for personal growth. Through self-reflection, individuals become aware of their strengths and weaknesses and identify areas for improvement. The deep understanding and insights gained through self-reflection facilitate personal growth by guiding individuals towards positive changes and greater self-awareness. Practice and application. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of practicing self-reflection consistently. This includes practices such as meditation, mental training, and following the path of virtue in daily life. Self-reflection and personal growth have practical implications for individuals' lives and relationships. By actively engaging in self-reflection and personal growth, individuals can move towards a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Self-reflection and personal growth in Buddhism are processes aimed at deepening understanding, fostering inner development, and enhancing spiritual wisdom. Through consistent practice and application, individuals can cultivate greater self-awareness, inner peace, and meaningful connections with others.
In Buddhism, being present is considered a crucial practice. Here's an explanation from a Buddhist perspective. Understanding the importance of the present. Buddhism teaches that the present moment is the foundation of everything, and the past and future are derived from it. Therefore, focusing on the present is believed to lead to true happiness and contentment. Letting go of unnecessary concerns about the past and future. Being present helps to release regrets about the past and anxieties about the future. While reflecting on past mistakes is important, it's more crucial to let go of attachment to the past and embrace the present moment. Meditation and mental training. Meditation is a valuable tool for focusing on the present moment and calming the mind. In Buddhism, meditation aims to experience the present moment and find inner peace, awareness, and connection to everything. Being present allows for a deeper understanding and connection to everything around us. Recognizing the interconnectedness of all things helps form a deeper relationship with the world we live in. Achieving inner stability and peace. By focusing on the present moment, individuals can achieve inner stability and peace. It involves calming the mind from disturbances caused by worries and desires related to the past or future, and experiencing the present moment fully. Conscious action. Buddhism teaches that being present is the beginning of conscious action. Recognizing and respecting the present moment is an expression of respect for oneself and all other beings, leading to a path of peaceful living. Being present in Buddhism involves letting go of worries about the past and future and focusing on the present moment to achieve inner peace and harmony. It emphasizes the importance of meditation and mindfulness practices to experience the present fully, leading to a more conscious and fulfilling life. In Buddhism, respect and understanding are regarded as important values for improving relationships and fostering peaceful coexistence. Here's the Buddhist perspective on this. Mutual respect. Buddhism teaches that all beings should be equally respected. Whether humans, other living beings, or natural phenomena, all are considered dignified and precious. Respect means honoring the lives and experiences of other beings, recognizing the commonality that all beings can experience suffering and happiness. Mutual understanding. Understanding involves comprehending and empathizing with the lives and experiences of others. Buddhism teaches that all beings are interconnected and mutually dependent. Mutual understanding enhances relationships by acknowledging and embracing the diversity of the world. Compassion and tolerance. In Buddhism, compassion and tolerance are emphasized as crucial aspects of respect and understanding. Compassion entails understanding the suffering of others and making efforts to alleviate and support them. Tolerance means understanding and accepting the limitations and imperfections of all beings, refraining from blaming or criticizing others for their mistakes or weaknesses. Peaceful coexistence. Respect and understanding contribute to easing conflicts and fostering peaceful coexistence. By respecting and understanding each other, harmonious relationships can be formed, devoid of conflict and division. Such coexistence creates a peaceful and mutually understanding community, where everyone can live in safety and prosperity. In Buddhism, respect and understanding are valued for realizing peaceful coexistence. Based on respect and understanding for all beings, through compassion and tolerance, conflicts can be eased, and peaceful relationships can be formed.
In Buddhism, complacency and earnestness are important. Aspects of psychological states and attitudes. Here's an explanation from a Buddhist perspective. Complacency. Complacency denotes a state of mind characterized by indifference or laziness. In Buddhism, this state of mind is considered a hindrance to psychological sensitivity and growth. Complacency may arise when the desire to seek truth or undergo inner transformation weakens. Earnestness. Earnestness refers to the intensity of desire and willpower. In Buddhism, an earnest mind is regarded as an essential condition for discovering truth and achieving inner growth. Earnestness strengthens the power of reflection and practice, fostering an individual's determination and passion. Relationship between complacency and earnestness. Complacency and earnestness are opposite states of mind that influence each other. A complacent mind weakens the desire to seek truth and grow, whereas an earnest mind strengthens desire and willpower, facilitating truth and inner change. Importance of earnestness. In Buddhism, earnestness is emphasized as a crucial force for pioneering the path to realization and liberation. An earnest attitude involves overcoming mental hindrances and striving for truth and inner change. Earnestness enhances an individual's efforts and practice, aiding in the pursuit of true happiness and contentment. Practice and application in life. Buddhism teaches the importance of practicing earnestness and applying it in everyday life. This involves not only seeking inner transformation through meditation and practice, but also demonstrating passion and determination in all aspects of life. In summary, in Buddhism, complacency and earnestness are essential elements of psychological states and attitudes. Complacency represents indifference and laziness, while earnestness signifies the desire and determination to seek truth and inner growth. Earnestness is crucial for realizing truth and inner change, and should be practiced and applied in all areas of life. In Buddhism, peaceful mind and life are regarded as essential goals towards achieving inner harmony and harmony with the external world. Here's the Buddhist perspective on this. Inner harmony. A peaceful mind signifies inner harmony and stability. It involves eliminating mental disturbances and conflicts to maintain a state of inner calmness. Buddhism teaches that inner harmony is the first step towards finding genuine happiness and contentment. Harmony with the external world. Peaceful life represents harmony with the external world. This is realized through relationships with others, communion with nature, and harmony with the environment. Buddhism emphasizes the interconnectedness of all beings, and through harmony with the external world, individuals can achieve a peaceful life. Practice of the mind and tranquility. The practice of the mind plays a crucial role in realizing a peaceful mind and life. This involves meditation, mental training, and living a life in accordance with the teachings of the Dharma to attain inner harmony. Mindful practice helps regulate inner turmoil and find inner stability, which is essential for realizing harmony with the external world. Importance of compassion and tolerance. In Buddhism, compassion and tolerance are considered essential values for realizing a peaceful mind and life. Compassion involves understanding and supporting others, while tolerance means accepting and respecting all beings. Compassion and tolerance help alleviate conflicts and achieve a peaceful life, contributing to both inner harmony and harmony with the external world. In summary, in Buddhism, peaceful mind and life are important goals towards achieving inner and outer harmony. Through the practice of the mind, cultivation of compassion, and tolerance, individuals can realize a peaceful mind and life, which are crucial for personal happiness and global peace.
In Buddhism, hope and hopefulness refer to a positive attitude towards life and internal motivation. Here's an explanation from a Buddhist perspective. Significance of hope. Buddhism considers hope as one of the fundamental values of life. Hope helps maintain a positive mindset and belief, even in challenging circumstances. Buddhism believes that all beings can undergo change and development, and this belief plays a crucial role in sustaining hope. Meaning of hopefulness. Hopefulness denotes the attitude of having hope. It signifies maintaining a positive outlook and belief, even in the face of life's difficulties. Buddhism teaches that cultivating hopefulness is essential for finding inner peace and happiness. Relationship between detachment and hopefulness. Buddhism advocates for detachment and encourages letting go of all desires and hopes. However, this does not mean rejecting hopefulness entirely, but rather avoiding dependence on excessive desires and hopes. Detachment involves freeing oneself from worries and desires related to the past or future, and focusing on the present moment to find inner peace. Hope and self-reflection. In the Buddhist perspective, hope is closely related to self-reflection. Self-reflection helps understand the current situation and one's inner self deeply, enabling the setting of goals for the future. Hopefulness plays a vital role in self-reflection, as it is an essential element for the development and growth of the self. In summary, in Buddhism, hope and hopefulness represent positive mindsets and internal motivation, essential for life's changes and growth. Buddhism emphasizes hope based on the belief that all beings can undergo change and development, and hopefulness is crucial for finding inner peace and happiness. In Buddhism, inclusiveness and understanding are considered as values that entail acknowledging and accepting all beings, fostering harmonious coexistence through mutual comprehension. Here's the Buddhist perspective on this. Inclusiveness of all beings. Buddhism emphasizes embracing and respecting all beings with a compassionate mindset. Not only humans but also all forms of life and natural phenomena are deemed worthy of respect. Recognizing the inherent dignity in all. Inclusiveness means not rejecting any beings, but rather acknowledging their dignity and promoting coexistence. Mutual understanding. Understanding plays a vital role in improving relationships and achieving harmony. By empathizing with others' perspectives and experiences, conflicts and divisions can be alleviated, paving the way for peaceful relationships. Buddhism encourages fostering mutual understanding through empathy and compassion, enabling peaceful coexistence. Inclusiveness of self and others. In the Buddhist perspective, inclusiveness involves accepting both oneself and others, understanding oneself, acknowledging personal limitations and weaknesses, is the starting point for internal inclusiveness. Additionally, embracing others, understanding their differences, and showing respect are also crucial aspects of inclusiveness. Inclusiveness and peaceful coexistence. Buddhism believes that inclusiveness and understanding can mitigate conflicts and foster peaceful coexistence. By embracing and understanding each other, individuals can realize coexistence and harmony. Such coexistence contributes to global peace and individual happiness. In summary, in Buddhism, inclusiveness and understanding entail acknowledging and accepting all beings, fostering harmonious coexistence through mutual comprehension, from accepting oneself and others to promoting empathy and compassion. These values serve as fundamental principles for peaceful relationships and global harmony.
In Buddhism, dedication and service refer to a compassionate mindset and unconditional support for others. Here's an explanation from a Buddhist perspective. Compassionate mindset. Buddhism teaches that compassion and empathy are the most precious qualities for all beings. Dedication and service are rooted in a compassionate mind. Compassionate mindset involves understanding and empathizing with the suffering and difficulties of others, serving as the foundation for dedication and service. Unconditional support. Buddhism advocates for providing unconditional support and service to all beings. This entails offering unconditional assistance to others. Based on understanding and empathy, dedication and service means serving others' interests without considering one's own benefits or rewards. Self-dedication and service. Buddhism also values self-dedication and service. Self-dedication involves sacrificing one's own interests or happiness to serve others. Self-dedication goes beyond self-interests and finding true happiness and fulfillment by serving others. Teachings of service. In Buddhism, service should be practiced, following the examples set by the monks and nuns. They dedicated themselves to teaching and helping others through their service. Practicing service involves setting an example of good deeds and demonstrating a compassionate attitude towards all beings. Embodying the teachings of Buddhism. In Buddhism, dedication and service embody a compassionate mindset and unconditional support for others. This includes not only self-dedication and service, but also serving all beings by practicing compassion and empathy.